Hello, hello, hello. Good day, good day, good day, everyone. What's going down? My name is Sonja Marie, and I am the owner, the founder, the one and only member of Wordlife Astrology that is on staff. Hello, how are you? As I wait for people to come in, I just want to check in and say, what a wonderful day. Oh, but are you exhausted? We're going to talk about it. There's some things that we need to talk about. Come on in. How you doing, April? Grab a seat, pull up a chair, do what you do to get comfortable in here. Waving hello to all the beautiful people on Instagram and also the folks here on YouTube. Again, notifications are going out, so I'm going to take my time. I'm a little patient in that way. So come on in and let your people know that I am live right now and going to share this information, I should say, leave this information on Instagram and on YouTube. So if you want to share with your friends, your family, if this resonates with you, I really would encourage you to share it. Thumbs up. Like this information on your way in or on your way out of YouTube. I'd appreciate that as well. It helps with the algorithm. And thank you, everybody on YouTube, for coming back, for coming forward and leaving your messages throughout the week. As I said before, I love it. I really like when y'all do that. I mean, it keeps me sane. No, and I'm not the only one that sees and hears the information that comes through. So let's communicate and keep this community going. We have to stay connected, y'all. That's for sure. How are you today? How are you? Please put up some hearts. Let me know you are alive and you loving this life. Please put up a emoji, say hey or whatever. Let me know your name, what you want me to call you. If your handle looks all crazy, I'd love that. Thank you for coming on into YouTube. Who's that? Teresa is here and ZP. How you doing, Zena? Naisia is here. Greetings to you, sweet lady. What's going on to Copper Smith and Dawn? K-Word 50. What up? How you doing? I like that. K-Word. And we word life. Ow, we wording the shit up. We wording the shit up, girl. So here is a few announcements before I get down with the weekly situation. Now that a few of y'all are in here, I thank you for being here because you could be any place else listening to somebody else. So thank you. I appreciate your appreciation and your presence. So listen, few announcements. One being that the February love reading special priced at $222 is over next week. A few people have reached out to me as I anticipated, because sometimes people don't get the word until the end of the month that there's a special going on, or low key they probably just waiting. I understand all of that, but I did extend it because I listen to spirit, not humans. And I'm gonna go ahead and extend that thing to the end of, to the end of the week, to March 8th. So if you have been on the fence about getting a reading, a couple's reading, a reading with you and your son, your daughter, you and your best friend, again, an individual reading, whatever it may be, an astrological spiritual read through me, please hit me up. The link is in my link tree link in Instagram. Also here on YouTube, I put it in the description box below. If you want to go ahead and schedule that reading. Listen, it's almost over. Like I said, it's only a few days next week, so get down on it if you want to get down on it. Okay. And here's another announcement. I alluded to and made plans in my mind to do a donated reading for those that were affected by the California fires, right? It's my way of giving back in any way, whatever they can give, $5, $10 for a 30-minute quick little read to see what's going on in your life, but here on in their life. But here's the situation. I'm not going to make a flyer for it. I'm not going to set myself up for any phonies that just want to solicit a reading from me real quick, because people are like that. People are cruel. People are just weird, you know? So if you know anybody, if you really, really know anybody that can benefit from an astrological spiritual read, a 30-minute read in which they can just give me whatever it is they want to donate, please have them DM me. Please have them come on Instagram. I'd appreciate that. Or they can email me at wordlifeastrology@gmail.com. wordlifeastrology@gmail. Now, I'm going to put this out here to some of the fakeums out there that just want to jump on something and you weren't affected by the fire. And I mean, your house burned down, or you're really going through something right now because of the fires. Like, listen, give that space to somebody who really, really needs it. Otherwise, save your money and get a full-fledged reading from me or somebody else when you really need it, okay? So send the people over to my Instagram. Again, Word Life Astrology. I mean, Word Life Sonja Marie, for those that don't know, or send me a quick email and says, I'm a survivor of the California fires, and I'd like to get a donated reading from you. Such and such told me about it. Okay. And we'll arrange that. Okay. Again, this is going to be a low key kind of situation because people are weird. Trust me when I tell you, I got stories for days, but I do want to help people out in the way that need to be helped for them. And if spirit sends them to me, it's supposed to be for them. That's how that goes right there, right there, right there, right there. What up, Rabbi Rob? Chimpy's in the house. What up, Roxy? Mahogany R. Jones. I'm sorry, I just had a whole little cinematic tale going on with your names, Mahogany R. Jones, like a black exploitation, one of the best ones. They were all kind of good, to be honest with you. In any case, love your name, and I'm glad you are here. Listen, also, last announcement, which is part of the reason why I'm so excited and so exhausted, is that I'm performing on Wednesday. I've been announcing it, and I want you to come through. If you're in the Los Angeles area or not too far, listen, get your back up off the wall and come down to the townhouse, Del Monte Speakeasy. Townhouse and the Del Monte Speakeasy is the same thing. The townhouse is above the Del Monte Speakeasy, and it is an actual speakeasy. Like, the building is over like 110, 115 years old. It's incredible. My best friend, my sister for life, and her husband own the place, and I've known them forever. They used to own the Temple Bar back in the day. So if you are a Temple Bar frequent person back in the day, like if you got some years on you, you already know the vibe. It's good people, all kinds of people. It's inclusive to all kinds of people. Wonderful artists come through there. The vibe is always dope. And the drinks are like science projects. And I mean that in the best way possible. You have I can't even tell you. Like, I want this sour, this whiskey. No, it's not a whiskey sour. Ooh, Sonja, it's a mezcal sour mezcal. I want that right now. Yep, at 12 o'clock. I sure do. So order that and think about me when you come to the Del Monte on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Okay, Dejah Gomez is opening up for me, and we were speaking last night. She got a nice little meditative but funky ass set for y'all. And my sister can sing. She can blow her ass off. Trust me when I say it. So she's going to warm it up for us, and then I'm going to get on there. And again, the set won't be too long, so don't miss it. Don't run in there and be like, oh, thank you, good night, boom, and then it's done. And that's all you see at the show, okay? So try to get there as soon as possible. Again, 8 o'clock on Wednesday at the Del Monte Speakeasy, your girl and Dejah Gomez, okay? I lied. I have one more quick announcement. I am alongside Rakita Hollis is doing Rakita Brown is doing a quarterly retreat in West Hampton. If you want to see a girl and get a reading in person, because that's what I'll be doing, come on through and retreat for us for a weekend from March 28th through the 30th in East Hampton, New York. I really want to see you, especially those on the East Coast, because we don't get a chance to hug and connect. She has some wonderful things planned for us in this beautiful, beautiful bed and breakfast, some nice outings that we're going to go to, some awesome food. Like, come on through. You can check out that information in my Linktree link in my bio here on Instagram, okay? All right. I think 10 minutes of announcements is enough. Let's get down on it and say hello real quick to the folks. Mahogany. What's going on, Royale? Love to see you in here. All right, the folks are in here, and it's time to get it going. Again, over on YouTube, thank you again for leaving comments throughout the week. I always love to hear how things are shaping up. And again, kind of can validate the information that's going through me. It's good to see it, so I don't feel crazy. You know what I mean? So thank you for being there. I appreciate you. And let's get on into this week. It's an interesting one, and I am happy about it. To be truthful with you, I may not like be coming off excited in this moment, because let's backtrack to give you a reason why. I'm tired, y'all. I'm exhausted. And I thought about it today. Like, actually, the exhaustion started last Wednesday, around Wednesday and Thursday. And every day I just felt like, damn, my ass is dragging. Like, dragging in a way in which it's not like I've been doing anything. But like, and y'all let me know what you think, please. Yes, y'all talk among yourselves. You know what I mean? Let me know how you feel. Because again, for me, since Thursday, Wednesday of last week, it's been like accumulating. And then yesterday, I got really, really tired. And then I was driving around and I'm like, why is people driving all crazy? And then I had to pluck myself in the head and go, Sonja, you just reported on the daggone thing. You're an astrologer that don't even listen to your own gosh darn reports. That Mars going retro and then going back direct yesterday is the culprit. It made your girl, because I'm a Cancer and Mars is in Cancer. So I felt it like completely. Like, it made me feel like, whoa, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm dragging, because Mars is about energy, right? Mars is about energy. Mars is about action. Mars is about sex. So my energy just felt depleted. Mars also deals with cars and travel. And I swear, people were either driving at 12 miles per hour or they was driving like they were the only ones on the road. I'm like, what is going on? Is it just me? Or there was just mad traffic everywhere, like the circus is in town. I was just like, why is there so much traffic? And where are my band members? Because everybody is stuck in traffic. You know, it was just one of them days. How about you? Have y'all been feeling that way? Again, talk among yourselves, share this information. Thank y'all for being on here on Instagram. And I pray that you can share this information once we get down into the week. Folks on YouTube love to communicate, and I appreciate that about y'all. Kim said today she's moving slow. I am too, Kim. Again, because I'm so gosh darn exhausted. Chimpy, I'm energized because I've been so in flow. Your astrology and the work is paying the fuck off. Thank you, Chimpy, and I appreciate the cursing. Being a New Yorker that I am. Rabbi Rob said, I got up yesterday and said my prayers and meditated, walked my dogs, and made a pallet on the couch for the day. I hear that. Not a pallet. He said, I just crashed out. Was sitting right there, going nowheres. I understand that. If I could, I would have done the same thing to alleviate all of that pressure that was outside. But yo, Mars is direct now. Ain't no excuses, no more, boo-boos. Y'all ready to put it in? Y'all ready to go forward? Because this new moon this week is going to open up the gate. Open sesame. I remember that Earth, Wind, and Fire song. And if you don't, look it up. Open sesame, like for real. The gates are about to be wide open. And I pray that we all are prepared for the miracles that are about to slide on in. Let's talk about it and let's watch the buildup of the week. Okay. Use your intuition, please. This is intuitive learning for me. I don't know how I picked it up, but when I do this, I mean like intuitive learning, like go inside your mind, inside your own heart, based on the information that's given to you and apply it to your life. How does it intuitively stack up to your life? Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Today, today the moon is in Capricorn. Somebody that, was it you, Chimpy? Somebody commented on the moon being in Capricorn recently. Forgive me, I can't credit the person, or cite the person, but when the moon is in Capricorn, it's absolutely time to get busy. Capricorn is a serious energy. So when the moon, dealing with feelings that fluctuate and go here to and fro, is in serious as astringent, restrictive Capricorn, it's time to control those emotions today. Whatever it is you get involved in, whether it's business, personal, or whatever the case may be. We got to lock down, swallow our emotions on in some way, manage them. Manage our emotions so what? We can get some work done. It's time to get some work done. It's time to move forward in our work. And this is the setup for the entire week. Although Sunday starts the real week, but Monday is the day we kick off and socialize, and we're out in the world implementing all of this energy that we're picking up. You dig? So Monday, today, with that moon being in Capricorn, it's time to climb the mountain. It's time to get serious. It's time to pay attention to your business. It's time to put your mind frame in what type of ambitions that you are going after, defining your reason for success. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. Defining your reason for success. Now, what I really, really love about today is that moon in Capricorn is sextiling its ruler. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Okay, Saturn. Hey, Nyesha. Saturn is Capricorn's planet, and it's in Pisces. So when the moon and Capricorn get together with Saturn and Pisces, that's a nice little mashup for sure. So if the emotional feel is to reach high to the sky, to get to the top of whatever it is that you do, is meeting up with Saturn that says, yeah, I'll give you permission to do that. I give you permission to climb. I give you permission to receive the success that you need. However, some never. In order to get there, you're going to have to do it under the guise of Pisces. Again, because Saturn is in Pisces, we're going to have to stay prayerful, y'all. And I know y'all, I won't say hate. I don't like that word. I know y'all are probably wondering why I keep repeating it over and over and over, because again, like I tell the village and like I tell y'all oftentimes, like Saturn and Pisces has been saving everybody. Even if you haven't been praying consistently, you've been feeling like I need to pray. I need to meditate. You've been taking your time to slow down. You've been getting little hits here and there to pay attention to what's coming in. So when the moon sextiles Saturn, the moon is saying, okay, I can do that. I can sit right and nice today and take my time to get to the top based on what they are telling me to do. The hits that I'm getting in order to get to the top, intuitive hits. You're sitting there, you're having pizza this afternoon, and your grandmother comes through and says, now, you know that person that you tried to reach out to 2 weeks ago? Call him again today. Or you see that man that's crossing the street? He's a CEO of X, Y, and Z. Go start a conversation with them. That's the type of information that's sliding through today and tomorrow. Are y'all feeling me? Yes, yes, y'all. This is the setup for the miracles that are coming through. Hear me when I say this. I said this at the top of here. Pay attention to the instructions and the order of this week to get to the miracles. So if you are getting little hits through your prayers, through your meditations, through your rituals of connecting to spirit, but then doing the work about it, you're on the right track, boo-boo. You're on the right track. There's nothing like having an intuitive hit and then following through straight away. And I tell y'all this, and especially my clients all the time. In order for our intuition to get stronger, in order for us to connect to our ancestors better, we have to do what they say. Does that make sense? Yes, yes, y'all. We got to do what they say. If they're coming through with this strong Capricorn hitting Saturn and Pisces, this intuitive powerhouse of doing the work that's being told to us to do, when they come through, they want to be able to assist us. Do y'all know? I do readings all the time. And this month, I've been doing a lot of readings, right? And do y'all know they're literally just sitting there waiting? Your grandmother, your auntie, everybody, they're just sitting there waiting, wondering, watching you and wondering, what are you doing with your time? Why are you crying over the same things? What would you do if I gave you that $1 million you keep asking for? Like, they're on the other side waiting for some instructions. So I was telling a client the other day, but we can't ask for the typical, like, oh, let me get this new car because my car is dying, superficial things, right? They are looking for you to not only go deep, but to go deep in a way that it can help you, again, moon and Capricorn, climb the mountain. The only way you can climb the mountain is if you ask for the things in yourself that have been holding you down. You need to alleviate those things. And here's the catch, boo-boo. You sometimes don't want to see that. You, me. We don't want to see our faults and how we are standing in our own way. It's really hard to see. I get that thing. Ego, shame, blame, and all of that. But here's Sonja, being in your face and being in my own face. Get over yourself, cuz. Get over yourself. Get over the mistakes that you've done. Get over the people that you may have hurt. Get over the fact that you may not be the 100% proper mother, 100% proper father. Get over all of that, please, so you can keep climbing. Because on some level, if we don't see the work that we need to do today with that moon sextile and Saturn, you ain't getting to the top. And I'm going to say that with everything, or else it's going to take you a little bit longer. I'm so serious on this. And I pray y'all are feeling this, right? That's today. My little note says we begin to see the benefits of staying the course, and we're ambitious to keep it going. If you don't see the course, why not? That's what I put here. Get it together. Get it together. I feel that so deep in my soul. And at 54 years old, I was like this at 24. I would see people at 24 and be like, get it together. Say it out loud, because I can see through people. I don't have that energy no more. I don't have that energy to walk around and tell people to get it together. I have to handle myself. I have to handle my own dreams and my own ambitions. So if we are all handling ourselves, we can all get it together ourselves, and we will be better for it. Moving on. Tuesday, tomorrow, that moon is in Aquarius. When the moon goes into Aquarius, feelings start to become a little bit detached. Aquarius energy, and I know I've said this before, is a very detached energy when it comes to feelings. The moon is a very detached energy when it comes to expression. The moon, it can express in a way that's somewhat fair for the community, but moon in Aquarius is not necessarily compassionate and or affectionate. So tomorrow is not only about rolling your sleeves up, but it's about doing the practical things, the realistic things to make the thing go, y'all. It's about asking a friend or a group to come together on a collective ideal or idea and make the thing go, you dig? The beautiful thing about tomorrow, though, with that moon in Aquarius, alongside that feeling, Mercury, the planet of communication, is conjuncting Saturn. Come on, y'all. Here's the setup. So today, with the moon going with Saturn, tomorrow the brain will be hooking up with Saturn. Tomorrow the brain says, wait. This makes sense to do a thing X, Y, and Z away in order to get to the top. This makes sense in order for me to say a thing, to communicate a thing, so I can speak to the heart of someone else and we can move to the top together. I hope that makes sense. Make sure you plan, speak, and you plan and speak with spiritual fortitude. No time to commit superficial thinking. Sonja, what did you write here? Think intuitively and work purposely. That's tomorrow. With Mercury, it's like, get your brain together, get the thoughts together that's actually going to climb you to that mountain. It's time for the plan to happen. You may not know how it can happen. You may, again, a plan is just a plan. Because when the miracles come down at the end of the week or sometime after, when the miracles start to pour on in, those miracles get their direction from the plan that you make. Does that make sense? I'm going to go down. I'm going to do a little bit of a download in this moment in time because I'm being asked to. There are some people that have a way with them that sometimes I believe like to be stuck in their conditioning and like to be stuck in their pain. So they, excuse me for burping. So they put it on God why a thing is not happening. God, Why are people in Gaza dying the way that they are? God. Why are people in Yonkers being shot in the middle of the street? God. Why are babies and good people dying of cancer at 13 years old, at 13 months, years old? God. Here's the thing. I can't answer all that. But what I do know is that what we meditate on, how we attract a thing, what we think about, what we plan, what we pray on is our position to co-create our lives. I'm just saying it in a different way. You already know this, but we can't put this all on God and religion and the goodness of things. And I'll just give it up to Jesus. Yeah, let's give it up to Jesus. Let's give it up to God. But what are you doing for your part? So with Mercury conjuncting Saturn tomorrow, it's like you got to make the plan for your own dream, though, boo-boo. We got miracles that are coming for you, but we don't know what type of miracle to give you. We don't know what color it should come in. We don't know the scent it should be in. We don't know what building it should walk in if you don't tell us where you're at. You can't leave your life up to God. I hope that makes sense, y'all. We co-create this situation. We have power. And they've spent a lot of lifetimes and a lot of centuries taking our power away from us. We create what you're sitting in right now, be it good, bad, or indifferent. You created it with their help. Does that make sense? That's why I'm honing in on this thought for tomorrow. Because if you are a journal writing person, if you're a person that gets inspiration through talking to people, Mercury stuff, mercurial things, you'll have the conversations tomorrow to set you up for success as it conjuncts, as it rides alongside Saturn that says, get disciplined about riding to that top. As it rides along Saturn that says, you have no boundaries, boo-boo. Your boundaries are all on you. Whatever boundaries you want to make, you set up. Stop becoming a victim in this sea. We are all riding in the sea. Does that make sense? You're not a victim when we're all lost at sea. That's a lyric out of one of my poems that I'm about to say on Wednesday, by the way. I thought it was a little brilliant. We're not victims if we all lost at sea. We're not. You get that? But we have an opportunity to plan it for ourselves. I'm beating up this point. I am, because I want y'all to get this. We are powerful beings. As long as you're sitting back, thinking, vibrating, praying on the things that assist you and the things that can assist other people, being in the light of it all. And it's about time that we speak about that light. It's about time that we speak about the good things that we want to do and the things that we want to indulge in. It's about time. I know there are people that don't want to put that information on because people are weird, because people like to shit on your shit, because people are jealous. People they wonder how you survive X, Y, and Z. Why am I not on stage with you? Why am I not a millionaire right now? Why? When you co-create your own situation, you're not a victim. We are not victims, y'all. We are powerful beings that are shaping our own existence, because that is the magic of being on this planet, to be able to shape our existence and love while we do it. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me today with my tired eyes and everything. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. So tomorrow, alongside that, stay with everything that the spirit is dropping on you right now, and let us build it. So tomorrow, also the moon in what that is, Aquarius. I'm so country inside. What that is, that moon in Aquarius is sextiling Venus in Aries. So we have an opportunity to express our passions with courage and conviction. I'm feeling that shit already. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Because while we co-create this thing. So tomorrow, the moon, feelings and expression will be right in alignment, in harmony with Venus, with love, with passion, with money, with beauty, with possessions. And being that they're both in fire signs, they don't have time to wait. They don't have time to wait. It's time to express how you feel. It's time to be convicted in your love. It's time to ask for your money. It's time to come up front and center and be personal about a thing. Even though you don't want to share everything, you got to shine that light, though. Going back to what I said a few minutes ago. Even though you don't want to share, you got to shine that light. You got to get that passion on them. And the bottom line is that as long as you are prayerful, as long as you are disciplined in your connection to spirit, can't nobody hold you down. Even if they jealous and they sitting in the corner and they want what you got. They want your ass, they want your man, they want your children, they want your house, they want your occupation. Can't nobody take it because you're fortified in your prayers. You're fortified in who you are. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. So it's time to share you. It's no more isolation, y'all. Get your back up off the wall. God bless Roberta Flack as she makes her way through the ethers right now. God bless Nikki Giovanni. God bless the beautiful elders that are in your life who have inspired you, who have gone before you, who've laid it down. Now it's time. I don't care if you're 30 or if you're 55 or 65 on this daggone live right now. It's your time to shine because we have an obligation to do so. Stop playing. Tomorrow also, that moon in Aquarius is trining Jupiter. The moon is in Aquarius, Jupiter is in Gemini. That's a trine. They're in harmony because they're the same elements. They're both air signs, Gemini and Aquarius. Blessings on blessings on blessings and opportunities. They want to find you through friends, through communicating. Oh, wait, hold on. Communication, intuitive learning. You just said, Sonja, to communicate your disciplines with Mercury sitting next to Saturn. You just said, Sonja, to profess your hard work. So if you're doing that thing and the moon is trining Jupiter, which is in Gemini, all about communication, here comes the blessings. You like how I teach? If you don't get it and it went over your head, don't beat yourself up. Astrology is very, very integral. But I want y'all to know that if you speak, here comes the blessings. If you ask for it, here comes the blessings. If you journal it out, that's a form of meditation. That's a form of communication. You journal it out, then here comes the blessings. This is all tomorrow, y'all, setting us up for these miracles that are about to happen. Are y'all feeling me? I'm excited. I hope so. Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday's February 26th. Y'all coming to the Del Monte Speakeasy to see your girl and Dejah Gomez opening up for your girl at 52 Windward Avenue in Venice. Yeah. Come on through. I know it's a school night. I know it's a work night, but do a little something off kilter. The moon will be in Aquarius that day. So we will all be feeling a little rogue, a little rebellious, do something a little unusual, off the beaten path, so to speak. You can sacrifice an hour or two for your girl, and at the very least, it ain't even for me. When I tell you this music, when it gets in your ass, when I'm on a mic and I put my convictions, is that a word? My convictions through your chest, you're going to be happy for it. It's $12 to get in. You're going to be happy for it. So do something unusual with that moon in Aquarius, off the beaten path. You may not feel like it. Why? Because the moon will square Uranus that day. So there are a lot of stubborn people, and I'm calling you out before it even happened, that will be sitting there at 6:45 like, golly, I want to go to Sonja's show, but goddamn Uranus, which is in Taurus, makes you feel like, but if I go, I'm not going to be able to have this burger that I want. But if I go, I'm going to have to get dressed. I'm going to have to go outside, get out my comfort zones. Uranus and Taurus can't stand getting up off of her comfort zones. And when the moon, the rebel, which I was just explaining to y'all to say, hey, do something different. The rebel is squaring up the comfort zones that day. So yeah, I'm calling a few of you out because you won't want to get up off your comfort zones. But when there's a square, that's an opportunity for growth, y'all. Squares are challenging for a reason, to show you that if you do something a little bit different, and this is just not me plugging my show, this is for anything. If you do something a little bit different that day, you'll have an expanded view. Do I need to say that again? Are y'all hearing me? Let me take a little sip while I look at some of these comments. Are y'all hearing me? You're talking about Sister Roberta. I'm like, that had nothing to do with me. Okay. Y'all hear me? Thank you, Why Not Diamonds. Y'all hear me, right? Wednesday, do something different. Go against the grain, or else you can't grow, boo-boo. Or else you stay stuck, boo-boo. Y'all know any Taurus people? Sign of hands or a little wave or I do, yes, yes, y'all, all of that. You know any Taurus people? I love Taurus people. But Uranus in Taurus, whoo, we've been in that vibration for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. And Uranus in Taurus for sure don't like to move. We all have been slow to change. We all have been slow to change. Uranus is about change, but it's in a sign that's stubborn to change. That's an oxymoron right there. How is Uranus in a sign that don't want to move? And Uranus is like, move. Taurus is like, no. But Taurus is with, you'll have to move. Your comfort zones will need to change if you want these blessings coming through. That's the bottom freaking line. So get your back up off the wall and take a chance. Look at the challenges before you. Look at that square on Wednesday. Stubborn to implement new. You may think that you know what's right due to the information that you have or what's been comfortable. So go with the gradual change that's been happening. You got this. And omit, stop listening to, get it out of your space, the noise. The noise, y'all. The mental noise, the anguish that keeps coming up over you, but I don't have enough money, but I don't have enough gas in my car to go to Venice. You can't call your friend to get a ride and y'all fucking what you call that, carpool to Venice to come to my show? Again, just an example. I don't have enough time, expertise in a particular situation. I can't apply for that new job. You can't? Do you know who's the president of the United States? I'm just saying, people don't need credentials no more. They never really did, to be quite honest with you, because spirit and our ancestors don't really work with that. They work with your convictions. They work with your prayers, not your credentials. You can always find out information. So don't use the fact that I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have the credentials. I haven't been married long enough. We haven't gone out long enough. There are people that meet each other. Love is blind. There are people that meet each other through a wall on Love is Blind, or people that meet each other for a quick moment and look in their eyes and be like, God damn it. I want to look in his or her eyes for the rest of my life. Because you took a chance. You got out of your comfort zones, things happened. Are y'all with me? I'm hyped. I'm hyped because I feel these miracles coming down, but we got to get our back up off the wall and we have to get out of our own ways, y'all. Mars is direct. So we're going direct, full steam ahead. Motivation is on one, moving through. Right? Non-stop freight train. Here we go. With love, because it's in Cancer. With emotional fortitude, because it's in Cancer. But don't get it twisted. Cancer is no slouch. We push, we work, we make it happen. So with this Mars going direct right now, you got all the energy that you need and you still want to be stuck. I know y'all feel it. All you got to do is jump. Just jump. All right. On Thursday, that new moon is coming in. Here's the miracle. Here are the miracles. I love the new moon in Pisces. Y'all know how I feel about Pisces energy, period, right? Every sign is a beautiful thing because we all have our ups and downs, our ins and out that helps to make this universe energetically the best that it could be. We are all in concert together. Excuse me for burping, but it's just something about that Pisces energy. That's the culmination of all the 11 signs that precedes it. That's wise as hell. That when it comes in with new information, when it comes in with new moon information, it comes in to clear out all the debris. And it's almost like a sweet, sweet wiping with a gentle grandma loving touch that's coming to say, all right, babies, I know you've been ailing. I know it's been hard. I know you want something new. and I know you've learned your lesson. So let me give you something sweet, unconditional, nice, compassionate, forgiving for yourself and for others. Let me lay it on you like a well of happiness and joy, the things that want to connect with your heart and soul that you've been thinking about, that you've been telling Mercury what you need, that you've been writing in your journal, that you've been co-creating. Pisces is like, let me administer that to you. Let me give you that as a reward. Let me open up your psychic eye, your third eye, and allow you to see your future. Allow you to see all of your future in a flash so you can be inspired. That's a miracle. You sitting there humdrum on Thursday, low and down and out, and have no idea what the hell to do. And all of a sudden your grandmother says, get up, go across the street into that store and talk to that man right there, right now. That's a miracle. Can I tell y'all a story real quick? Real quick. I hope y'all don't mind that I just share a story. Tell me yes or no in the comments while I take a sip. I really want to tell y'all this story because this is a new moon in Pisces type of story. And I hope I didn't share this before. Can I? Duchess Plum, I'm so glad Mars is direct because I've been so lazy, girl. I am too, but I hope you utilize that Mars going retro though, Duchess Plum. I really, really hope you did because it was purposeful, for sure, for sure. Y'all want a story real quick? There was a time, thank you, and it's in my book, Squirrel. I haven't forgotten about Squirrel, about my aunt disappearing on Skid Row. It's in my book. There was a time when I wanted to move back to New York. And to be honest with y'all, I love New York. I absolutely love the food, the people. I love my family. This is in no order of importance, but I love my family. I love a lot of things about New York. But I also feel very hard and really defensive when I'm in New York. And it could just be my story. I'm owning it. It's my story. Hi, mommy. I told my mother this a bunch of times. I feel really, really hard when I'm in New York. And there was a moment where I was thinking about going back, and it was killing me inside because my soul knew, yeah, we ain't supposed to be back there. But my brain was going, but I have no choice. Money is dwindling. My son is getting older. Why should I be in California? All the reasons. I'm going somewhere with this. This is a story about this new moon Pisces miracles that's coming up over all of us. Check this out. I'm at the cleaners one day. Sad, downright sad, because I know I'm literally making a list in my mind of the schools that my son can go to. I'm literally trying to figure out where we gonna be, what's going down, right? And I'm sad. I'm going back into my car from the cleaners, and out of nowhere, a miracle, an angel appeared because I did not see him before. And I'm a New Yorker, so I'm always looking who's around my car, who's around any place where I'm at. All of a sudden, this man comes out of nowhere. He goes, hey, sister, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. hey. He looked like he was a transient, but he looked like a clean transient. Like he had a couple of outfits or whatever, but he just didn't look like he had a real place to lay, you know? Hey, sister, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. He's like, can I get your number? No. I was just so despondent, like, I don't want to talk to you. No. And he's like, all right. I know you want to go back home, but you can't go back home right now because God ain't finished with you. I said, wait, what? I just stood back and just looked at him like, okay. And I just started crying. I could cry right now thinking about it. I just started crying. And he said, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry, but you bigger. You bigger than what you're giving yourself. You're giving yourself permission for. You bigger than that. God said, don't move. You got to stay in LA for a little while longer. We're not done with you here yet. Okay. And I said, all right. And then you know what he says? Can I have your number? And I said, no. He said, all right. He said, let me get some of that goodness on me. And he rubs my shoulder like he was literally taking some of my life, but he was also giving me life, and fucking ran down the street. Just took off and ran like he was a gosh darn track star. Look for those miracles, y'all. Look for those conversations. Look for the energy that wants to pull you and take you down a whole nother road. And there's nothing you can do. Like literally, you have to surrender to the whole feeling. You have to surrender to the whole feeling. And you say to yourself, well, goddamn, if I don't go, like, how am I going to survive? Because this pull is too gosh darn strong. New moon in Pisces is pulling on us all with the wisdom of the heavens and our ancestors and our guides and our higher self. The self that is of spirit, that has nothing to do with this human nature. That the spirit self that says, you're better than that. You're not supposed to be in New York right now. You're supposed to be over here. You just got to give a little bit more effort. You got to leave that man because he's blocking your blessings. You can't be with that sister because your time is up. You understand? That's the type of miracles that this new moon in Pisces wants to come through. And thank you for letting me take my time to explain that. I want to hear your miracle stories, y'all. Like I want to, like for real, like I want a gosh darn piece of salmon right now. And I love salmon. Like I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Come on YouTube and tell me what your miracle stories are this week, because I know spirit and your ancestors are waiting to flood you with it. That's on Thursday. That new moon in Pisces is coming through. Now bust this. That new moon in Pisces setting us up for the miracle. Remember, the first couple of days was getting us here, paying attention to the work that we needed to do, paying attention to our rituals, our spiritual rituals. So when the miracles come in, we can be ready. Do y'all hear that? It ain't nothing like somebody knocking on your door, asking you to do something, and you open the door naked, coming out the shower, not prepared, about to sweat all over again and got to get back in the shower because now you're hot and bothered and you're running around trying to get dressed and everybody needs to leave. That feeling, that's what spirit is like. Yo, I'm giving you these miracles. For the first couple of days of the week when Saturn is hitting everybody, get ready, get prepared. Get your house in order, get your books ready, talk to spirit, ask spirit what it is, what do I need to do? Please tell me. That's the prayer, y'all. Please tell me what else do I need to do to get out of my way and move forward to these wonderful blessings and miracles that you already have ready for me. And if you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to say that, what's your aversion? What's your aversion to asking God what do you need to do extra? Ask yourself that, because I heard somebody go, I'm not doing that. Well, what's your aversion to asking God for whatever it is that you need to do? You scared that you're going to have to work a little bit more? That's right. I'm grammatically correct in everything I say. I know I went all over the place with that, but I hope you followed me. And rewind selector if you did not after the fact, after this live, you dig? Come on now, y'all. So on Thursday, when that new moon in Pisces is showing out, giving you the miracles that you set yourself up for, here comes Mercury again. Mercury is like, remember all those things we was talking about? Remember all those things we was thinking about? Remember all those things we were planning with Saturn earlier this week? Remember the conversations. Remember the things you wrote out? Remember the words. Remember the contracts that you made with yourself Monday and Tuesday. You remember that? It's sitting right next to Uranus in the best way possible. So that Mercury sextile in Uranus on Thursday with that new moon and the miracles are coming in. It's like, now it's time for the change. Now you are convinced. Now you see yourself. Because the realistic part of us sometimes just needs the information. That mercurial information to set alongside the miracle to go, oh, that's possible. God knows humans. Come on, y'all. God knows that sometimes God gives us the miracle and we'll walk right by it. For some people, they need Mercury to help them make the change. For some people, they need a little bit of thought, realism. They need some black and white words. Y'all get me? I hope y'all understand me, and I'm not talking too quickly today. If I am, I have no problems you telling me to slow down. I have no problems you asking me a question, at least as long as it has to do with everybody in the group. Okay? Got a couple of people on here. So on Thursday, wait, what? Mercury is sextile in Uranus, no longer fighting the shift because communicating and or receiving new info makes it all make sense. Come on, y'all. You think God ain't working with us? You think spirit ain't working with us? You think this universal force that we are living in are literally floating in? We floating on this rock, y'all. You think that they are not conspiring for us to win? Remember, we're not victims if we're all lost at sea. That's my quote for the week, coming from me and God. We're not victims if we're all lost at sea. So toss that. You're not a victim. Ain't nobody coming after you, not even Trump. Fuck him. Because we got other things to do. We have changes to make in our own lives to power up our own existence. They don't control us. On Friday, that moon stays in Pisces because we need to feel that. We're going to be feeling these miracles throughout the week because those who are intuitive will maybe feel it on Tuesday or Wednesday, definitely Thursday or Friday or Saturday. You get what I'm saying? Just keep your arms open. And please, please, please do yourself a favor not to overqualify a thing. That takes the zest off of a thing. And I think I said this last week, like asking, like, well, can that come in another color? Well, God, I know this blessing is true. I mean, but can you give me 5 more? I mean, I know I want to do this thing, but can I do it in New York? I know I want to do this thing, but can I do it over here? Come on, don't qualify the blessings that's coming in for you. You got to trust that because what you've been doing up to this point is what you're going to receive. Does that make sense? This is how we evolve. We pay attention along the way. We do our job along the way. We don't waste steps. Even Mars going retrograde was not a wasted step. Laying and being lazy, that wasn't a wasted step. We was conserving our energy because when these miracles come in and as we are moving direct now with Mars, now it's time for you to put your foot on the pedal and go. You need energy for that. You need right mind for that. You need the proper boundaries that Saturn has been telling us for that. Because as you shine, folks and roaches and all kinds of rats are going to come out of the woodwork and try to get you, baby. They're coming for you. The ones who didn't want to do the work. The ones who had a hard time doing the work. The ones who were still trying to rob energy from other people. I used to have a friend back in the day who was really clear that she was robbing people of their energy. When she laid down with them, she knew she was robbing people for their energy. How about just about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, she texted me and was like, well, where are you? Where you been? Not in your energy level. Not with you. Not with you. And I'm not being mean in this moment because I know you would take her and I know you haven't been doing your work. And now you want E. Now you want E and you want to buy me a meal? I'm a Cancer. I might think twice about it. I'll be like, where you want to eat? No, never mind. No, fuck that. You ain't taking my energy. Wait, hold on. But where you going though? Because I'm greedy. I'm greedy. But I'm not going to let her take my energy. Don't let them take your energy because they haven't been doing the work. If you've been doing the work, you ready for these miracles coming through. What you've been doing on Friday with that moon staying in Pisces. Come on, y'all. It's still giving it to us. Why? Because that moon, that miracles that's coming through is trining Mars. The moon is in Pisces. Mars is in Cancer. Moving and navigating energy in a natural flow. Follow the river. Trust the ride. I got a song called So Ride. Come see it. Come hear it on Wednesday. Follow the flow. Trust the ride. Feel good regarding what you're starting. As long as you're ready, as long as you've been doing the work, as long as you're connected, as long as you're clear. Come on, Kimberly, what you got to eat? Kim, feed me, Seymour. That makes sense. Come on. Wait, where did it go? Yes. The moon is trining Mars on Friday. So yes, that movement, that new moon energy that's coming through for you for anyway. Now it can come in a whole bunch of ways, y'all. I'm just giving you examples based on what's being told to me right now. Okay. There's a plethora of examples on how each and every one of these days can go. I just want to let y'all know that. This is just what's coming through Sonja, okay? So when the moon is riding nice with that Mars, it's like, yeah, take those miracles that came through with that new moon and set it alongside Mars, and keep moving. I got to drink something. Oh, stuck in me. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb, squirrel, and say, is it a bunch of people on here that need to say something? And I'm asking that truly, because oftentimes when little phlegm gets in there, I can clear out some front phlegm. But as a seer and as a person who does readings, oftentimes I pick up on people's energy. So if you're one of those people that feel like you have a knot in your throat right now, go on and clear that thing out right now, or go talk to somebody that you need to talk to. Okay, because I'm feeling on you. I am feeling you. Continuing with Friday, with Mars and the moon coming right nice with one another, the moon is also conjuncting Saturn. Here's Saturn again. If y'all don't really get what I'm talking about with Saturn, Google Saturn in Pisces, please. Just Google it. Just Google it. And know that that energy, that description has been helping you for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. It's been pushing us all. Geminis and Sag may have had a hard time with it because it squares it, but it's making you better, boo-boo. It's making you rely on spirit. It's making you more faithful. Okay. But the moon is in conjunction. The moon is in Pisces. Pisces, yes. And Saturn is in Pisces. Feel good about the job well done. Appreciate your boundaries. They're keeping you safe. The one thing that my mentor used to tell me about Saturn all the time is that if you pay attention to Saturn, what Saturn has to give you, Saturn will always, and I think I said this last week, will always leave you a reward. It will always leave you a reward for hard work well done. So you literally have to ask yourself today, what have you been doing? And I'm not saying going to work every day. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you being responsible, because we all responsible. And you don't get a cookie for that. Not from Sonja. That's just me. You don't get a cookie. You don't get a prize for keeping up your life and the things that you need to do in order to be responsible, for being a good dad, for being a good mom. I'm glad you are. But you don't get a cookie for that. What you get cookies for, what you get prizes for, what you get rewards for is how you treat yourself, how you keep feeding you, how you keep evolving you. Yes, taking care of people is a bonus. Yes, assisting folks in community is a bonus. But if you don't take care of yourself, you can't do anything else. So Saturn says, what are the boundaries? How you feel good about you? What are the boundaries, the disciplines, the rituals you've been taking care of to assist yourself to get closer to spirit? Because it's in Pisces. Come on, y'all. On Saturday, the moon goes into Aries, and things start to get a little, direct, a little forceful, a little aggressive, a little honest, a little courageous. Yeah, Aries energy is like that. I love Aries energy for that, because when they say what they say what they say. You know that sister Jasmine is her name. I wanted to say Jasmine Sullivan, y'all. That's not her name. Jasmine Crockett, the news reporter. God damn it, Sonja. Senate, remember? Now I'm showing my ignorance and or my menopause. She's Aries, and I could have pegged her from the moment how she speaks. Somebody give me her name, please, so I don't look crazy on this thing. But how she speaks, how she's aggressive, how she just tells it like it is from her chest, and has no fear that somebody's coming up after her. Why? Because she don't care. Because sometimes it's just time to say a thing. That's Aries energy. When the moon gets in Aries, we fall in line in that vibration. I don't care what sign you are. It don't matter what sign you are. We fall in line with being forthright for what it is we want. So how beautiful it is as we see the setup, that we're reminded of our disciplines, to be connected. I'm going backwards on purpose. To be connected to our discipline to spirit, to allow the miracles to come on in, for there now to be movement on Friday to go with Mars and stay in that discipline with Saturn. For Saturday, the emotional nature to be like, bum, ba, ba, da, I could do this thing. I got my cape on now. As a matter of fact, I wish somebody would. I wish a mom would. I'm about to roll up my sleeves. I'm about to get this down. The Congresswoman. Thank you, Mommy, but I don't know her name. Jasmine Crockett. Thank you, Kim. Yes, Jasmine Crockett, the Congresswoman out of don't matter. But she's an Aries. When you watch her, and I say that to say is that if you're an astrology student, squirrel, like watch people and then look up their sign, look up their birth date, and you'll start to connect with the energies more so of that sign. And then it can help you out astrologically in your knowledge of it all. Saturday, when that moon is in Aries, be forthright about who you want to be. Push through. You dig? Even if it looks ridiculous to other people. Because Aries energy oftentimes look batty to some. That's for sure. Why? Because they're the first to jump off the cliff. But they get the party started. They get it going. They either die and other people go the other way. And they save a lot of lives because they can't jump off that cliff. Or they jump off that cliff and they're saved and everybody follows them. You understand what I'm saying? So get some of that propulsion on you. Get some of that courage on you on Saturday. Because at the same time, Venus in Aquarius, the same day, Venus is going retrograde until April 12th. I said it right. Venus is going, do I crack you up, Royal? Venus is going, thank you, Rob. I appreciate y'all. Y'all so dope. Venus is going retrograde. Now, I'm going to say this. Typically, when Venus is retrograde, I'm saying this very trepidatiously because I'm not a doctor and I'm not the person you could take your medical cues from. But when Venus is retro, it's not a good time to go under the knife of nothing, especially any type of liposuction, any type of alterations on your face, any type of beauty alterations. It's not even a good time to get a haircut because somebody might fuck up your hairline and you'll be mad about it after spending $50-something on a haircut. Squirrel, why a haircut's $50 nowadays? I can't stand it. I want to go back to the 90s when I dropped a $20 bill and was like, peace. I don't understand it. Anyway, Venus retro means you can't handle love and or beauty and or money situations in a way that's going to possibly move you forward. It's time to revisit those things. So if you're trying to move forward in your beauty makeup, in your, not makeup, but in how you look, it may backfire on you. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, y'all. Let me know y'all got that. Venus going retro, stay away from the knobs on your face and on your body. Also, your haircut. I mean, your wardrobe situation. Could you buy another piece of outfit? I mean, that might be cool, but you may not be as pleased. Everything beautiful. All your possessions may go a little bit left because it's in retro until April 12th. That makes sense? Thank y'all for answering me because I sometimes feel out here by myself, not knowing if I made sense or not. The same day that moon in Aries was sextile Pluto. Come on, y'all. This is a powerful freaking week. Power expressed. Oh, wait, let me go back one more time to that Venus in retro. Don't let them cats slip in your DM. I'm trying to say Venus retrograde and also Mercury retrograde, but definitely Venus retrograde. Old loves want to come on back. And they got a good story. And that probably has everything to do with what I was saying earlier. They're probably empty on energy and they need you to rub up on. They need you to re-up. They need you to feel beautiful again, to feel loved again. I'm just saying that's not everybody's case. If you can double back to a relationship that needs work and y'all can both come to the situation like mature, emotionally mature adults and you hash it out, that's a different conversation. But in Venus retro, oftentimes desperation comes back for people. You get what I'm saying? People that are desperate in love because they realize they fucked up, because they backtracking, they retrograding in how they express themselves in their passion and in their love. And sometimes they don't come with the emotional maturity. They come with a whole bunch of boo-boo to fool shit. You get what I'm saying? So be careful of that. Be very, very careful of that. Moving on, that moon sextiling of Pluto makes us all feel powerful. We will be, what's wrong with my voice, my words today? We will be forced to stand in our convictions and more than that, to transform. Those miracles are coming down on us. Now there's a conscious choice to transform, to step into the power, to do our work, to feel free in that too, to destroy all things that are unlike God, to destroy all things that are unlike what it is you're trying to set up. That's not in alignment of where you're going. Do you hear me? Please, please hear me. This week is a powerful week in which I know a lot of us will be exhausted in some way, shape, or form. But if you ever had that good exhaustion of a night out, and then you wake up the next morning, and although you may be a little hungover, you still have the memories in your mind like, oh, I remember when I got on that table and did. Oh, I remember when homeboy fell down the steps real quick and everybody was laughing, even him. Oh, that's the feeling this week. Moving forward, being a little exhausted, but also saying, God damn, I worked hard at that. I feel good about that. I did that thing. That was a good night. I stood my ground. I transformed through some things. That's what this week is about. I'm allowing the miracles to come on in because you know what? What do I have to lose? What the heck do I have to lose? Also, Saturday, that moon is in conjunction with Venus. Yeah, with Venus going retrograde. So them love affairs are coming back. Trust and believe, because the feelings are all on it, especially on Saturday. Look out for that for the weekend. If the moon is in conjunction, the same sign as Venus going retrograde, now people want to express the moon, right? People want to show the feelings of Venus and, oh, baby, I'm in love with you. Let me show you. Let me show you how. Let me count the ways. Let me buy you something to eat. Wait, hold on. You gonna buy me something to eat? No, I don't want nothing to eat. If you heard my joke earlier, you would get it. On Sunday, the moon stays in Aries, right? Oop, but oop and oop. Hello, everybody coming on in. I hope you stay for a little bit of while. We're almost done here. But we are on Sunday and we're talking about that moon being in Aries, squaring Mars and Cancer. Uh-oh. 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 Why? Because Mars... Aries, get out of here, fly. Aries is a cardinal sign, a leader, and so is Cancer, a cardinal sign. When you get two leaders squaring one another, they both think they know what they're doing. Okay? So the moon in Aries is saying, I'm fired up. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to go. Passionate, like I'm going to curse them out. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to show them, give them a piece of my mind. I'm going to show up for myself. You get what I'm saying? Mars and Cancer is like, yo, we don't need to do all of that. Let's use our aggression by being nice, by being emotional, by being a little loving on people, by taking the easier route. Cancer is always taking the, in quotes, easier route in some way, shape, or form. Or at the very least, Cancer moves like a crab, sidestepping, figuring it out. But don't get it twisted. When Cancer energy, when Mars is in Cancer, it sidesteps for a reason. It's trying to figure it out. It's observing it. Cancer don't sidestep just to be doing a fucking dance. It's figuring it out. It's using its antennas. It's coming up closer. It's moving back. It's smelling you. It's recognizing how your children are responding to you, how your husband is responding to you. It's picking up all the vibes until there's a clear shot, and then we move. So on Sunday, if you are quick to anger, the moon is reaction, knee-jerk reaction. If you're quick to Aries anger, and Mars, which is anger, is Aries' planet, is moving like a sidestep, there's a problem. There's no cohesion there. You're going to have to figure that out. And that's for real. Figure out when you can sidestep and when you can move forward. Does that make sense? Sunday. Figure out when you can sidestep and when you can move forward. Now, this might sound like a setup, and I'm sorry if it does, y'all. But figuring it out may be a little bit gnarly. Why? Because the same day, Mercury is conjuncting Neptune. So Mercury is the brain. Mercury is figuring it out. Mercury is the plan. Mercury is the communication. Mercury is the steps to take, the realistic steps to take in your mind. Mercury is talking about it, writing about it. But Neptune is confusing as fuck. Neptune is nebulous as hell. Neptune don't know what it wants to do, when it wants to do it. It just wants to follow spirit. So Sunday is tricky because you may not know what to do on Sunday because you can't see it. And what's the old adage? Somebody tell me. If you don't know what to do, finish that statement for me, y'all, while I take a sip of this orange juice real quick. If you don't know what to do, what's the ending of that sentence? Can y'all hear me sip? That might sound crazy, don't it? If you don't know what to do, don't do nothing, Roxy. Thank you. I love my New York sister. Don't do nothing. You don't know what to do? Don't do nothing. Do nothing, Duchess Plum. That's right. That's Sunday. Because some anger will come up from your big toe, all the way up your calves, through your goddamn thigh, up and on your belly. Here come the anger. In your neck, on your clavicle. That's a clavicle bone, in your ear. Here comes the anger. Building you, forcing you to do something. Royal said, take a nap. As you know what, squirrel? Aries energy always takes naps because it burns itself out. So if you find yourself burning yourself out on Sunday because you're thinking and you're trying to block off the anger, yes, Royal, take a nap. Do nothing until you feel like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, the confusion is settling. I actually see. Or better yet, keep praying because Neptune is about prayer. 111. I see it again, y'all. Neptune is about prayer. I felt that in my big toe. You felt that in your big toe? That's so funny. My two Riza AXO. Neptune is all about prayer. Neptune is our connection to spirit. So if Mercury is conjuncting Neptune on that day, it can be a little confusing. You have no idea what to do because anger is coming from the big toe, right? But you don't do nothing. But at the same time, while you doing nothing, talk to God. Let me know when I should move on that. Let me know what to do when it's time to move on that. God, I'm just going to sit right here and I'm going to let you take care of it. Let me listen to some music. Neptune is all about music and art. Let me get caught in some creative endeavors so I can take my mind off of it and so I don't respond to this anger all through my body. Let me go work out. Let me go burn this anger off so the clarity can come back to my mind. That's Sunday. That's Sunday. And I want you to do that so openly. Why? Because on Sunday too, and I'm going to end with this, the sun is squaring Jupiter. So if you don't get the confusion out your head, you can't see the blessings. Jupiter is the Skittles and the blessings. The sun is the ego. Oh my God, I'm so confused. I can't see a thing. The anger is growing up in me. I may be fucked up. I'm whack. I'm not secure about what I need to do. You get angry and start beating up yourself and don't see your own fortitude. Don't see your own blessings because you're wrapped in your own anger, in your own confusion. You become your own worst enemy. You get that? Especially if you don't have nobody to put it on, like a dog or some kids or your husband. That's terrible. Please don't put it on the peoples and the little furry animals, okay? If you can't get that anger out properly, don't put it on the folks. All right? Don't project it. Just go work out. Get quiet. Like Royal said, take a nap. I see a question over here. I think. Where was it? Royal said, is it weird for me to think that Cancer energy reminds me of Scorpio energy in some ways? Hell no, it's not weird. Because Cancer and Scorpio is the same in the sense that it's the same element, right? And if you look at it from their symbol, Cancer is a shell, has a shell. Oh God. Cancer has a shell, and Scorpio has somewhat of a shell too. And by the way, meaning that they're protected. They're protecting their soft meat. Cancer and Scorpios have a way of protecting their soft meat. Does that make sense? With their shell, Royal. Scorpios protected as well, not only with their hard shell at times, but they got a stinger. And they are quick to put up that stinger. I will fuck you up if you get near me. And Cancers will say the same thing. I will fuck you up with my little bit of claws if you get near me and back me up in the corner. And my hard shell is going to protect me. I'm always going to come out on top, but I'm coming out on top. I may lose a claw or two, but you're going to go down. So absolutely, Scorpio and Cancer, and thank you for asking that in the general sense, is absolutely related in a whole bunch of ways. And how about this? My mentor used to say, Squirrel, that Scorpios are the only one, say that again, Sonja. Cancers are the only ones that Scorpios have a hard time penetrating. And what I mean by that is like really hurting their feelings, because Scorpios can hurt a lot of feelings. I'm just going to say that. Scorpios are funny for that. Oh, so much so they purposely hurt your feelings at time to see if you can ride with how deep, how passionate, how dramatic, how traumatic they can get. They feel like if you can hold up to their traumatic ways, then you can be a rider. So sometimes Scorpios come at you and just sting you, just to get on you real quick. You understand what I mean? To see if you are viable enough to hang with them. But they can't do that to Cancer energy. Why? Because we have a shell. We have our own protection. And absolutely, we are just as intuitive as Pisces and Scorpios, and we see Scorpios coming. Not everybody's paying attention to that thing. Anyway, that was a long way to answer that question. Any other questions before I go on to the card of the week? Y'all ready to hear it? Y'all ready to hear it? I'm so glad y'all joined me today. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. It really makes me feel good because, to be honest with you, all of this information comes through, and I'm just glad that I really have this forum. It doesn't matter if it's a couple hundred people, 10 people. I really don't care. I just sometimes just need to get it out and pray that spirit finds a way to land on the people that need it. So I really appreciate you being here, okay? I don't take it lightly. And again, if you in LA, come to see us. Dejah's opening up for me on the 26th at the Del Monte Speakeasy, okay? 8 o'clock, the doors open at 8 o'clock. Dejah goes on about 9. I go on about 9:30, 9:20 or so. So get there or be rectangular. You're very, very welcome, Milana Howard. I appreciate you, honey. All right, let's go ahead and pick this thing. Thank you, Dee. And thank you for the contribution. Dee and somebody else bought a ticket, and they're on the other side of the country just to support a sister. And I really, 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 really appreciate that, Dee. You're the sweetest. You are the sweetest. Great. Mother, Father, God. Ooh, nobody wants to come through. Okay, here we go. That was a little interesting. None of the cards wanted to slide out. But we got one. I put it face down so I don't see it. Please thumbs it up. I appreciate you, Royal. Yes, everybody on what you call this? Hello, YouTube. Everybody on YouTube, if you like what you hear, if this resonates with you, please hit that like button, thumbs it up on the way out. I'd appreciate that so it can activate this algorithm, okay? All right, and those on Instagram, please share this information with those that you know that can get something out of it. That's what it's about. Just about sharing a little bit of word to keep people smiling throughout this crazy time. That's all. That's it. Okay, you ready? What's the card for the week, everybody? Ooh, we've seen this before. And this is very, very true with all the miracles coming on through. We got infinite possibilities. I want to sing a Mel LaRue song, but I will not do it because I'll be off. Infinite possibilities. Rabbi Rob asked a quick question. Can we do that? Purchase tickets for individuals affected by the fire who may not be able to afford the expense but want to witness the work? Absolutely. Yes, Rabbi Rob, you mean you're asking, can you buy a ticket for somebody that lives in Los Angeles to come to my show? Yes. How you would do that, I'm sure just purchase it and send them the QR code or whatever it is that they give you as a receipt for coming. Oh, I would love for you to do that. Don't send it to me though, because I don't want to be responsible for sending it to somebody else, okay? Whoever wants to come, because I don't know who needs it. If you find somebody, Rob, that wants it and wants to come to the show, but they can't afford, absolutely, please do that. I would love that. And I'm sure that they would have a good time. I'll make sure they have a good time. Thank you, Rob. That's so sweet of you. Infinite possibility. Infinite possibilities. You ready? That is a good idea, huh, Duchess Plum? Y'all so sweet. I love this community. I really do. That's one little benefit from this weird worldwide webby thingy. We hook up with some dope folks that we don't even know. I believe in that. Okay, where's the daggone card, Sonja? Okay, here we go, y'all. I really feel like this is that new moon information, don't y'all? This is the miracles, the possibilities that are coming through. Boom, chicky, boom, boom. Here we go. The eagle has an overview of all the possibilities contained in the landscape below as he flies naturally, freely, and effortlessly through the sky. He is really in his domain, very grand and self-contained. This card indicates that you are at a point where a world of possibilities is opened up to you because you have grown more loving toward yourself. That's that Saturn work. Because you have grown more loving towards yourself, more self-contained, you can work easily with others. Because you are relaxed and at ease, you can recognize possibilities as they present themselves, sometimes before even others can see them. Because you are in tune with your own nature, you understand that existence is providing you with exactly what you need. Enjoy the flight and celebrate all the varied wonders of the landscape spread before you. Ashe, ahom watakwe say, amen, amen, sa shalom, Allah Akbar. All the good things, all the salutations, all the connections to one. I appreciate y'all. Believe in those possibilities that are coming through, okay? Believe in those miracles that are coming for you. It's necessary because if you don't believe it, they'll pass right by you. You know you God's child. You know you God's child. You got this almost always, but you got to believe it and set your mind up for it. Write it out. Do yourself that favor tonight. If there are any doubts, just write all the doubts out. Don't read it back. Don't ever read back harsh emotions or hard emotions that are to deal with. Write it and leave it. And don't think about it. Leave it. Take it off loop. Okay? Much love to you. And I hope to see you Wednesday night. I really do. And by the way, for those that came in late, I extended my February special until March 8th. There's only like 3 or 4 days that are available for me to give you a read. So go to my link in the link tree in my bio on Instagram or right here in the description box in YouTube, okay? I would love to assist you next week with a read, and then it's going to go away and it'll be regular price after that. But I mean, you rich like that. You can afford it. You abundance, baby. Much love to you. Take care of yourself, all right? And I'll see you real soon. Adios.